Hello, hello. Welcome back. My name is Charles. I am a yoga teacher, mindfulness instructor, neighborhood organizer, wellness minister, and I'm in school currently to become a yoga therapist. Welcome back to the channel. I am back in Richmond finally. That Texas trip was a lot, and I'm glad to be home. Um, I'm so thankful that you're here to join me. And today we will be getting into a movement practice, focus on the health and the flexibility of the spine. We will start off with some breathing, a little six movements of the spine, cat cow, half sun salutation, and then we'll come back down for Savasana. Um, this class is good for all ranges of people, but as you know, over the last 3 years, we've all been in the house, and a lot of us have work from home jobs now. So that means we're sitting at desks for hours at a time, and that can cause, kind of postural problems, even in um, even in our young ages, our old ages. Um, so this is a little movement practice that's going to bring a little awareness to the spine, keep the spine healthy. Um, Feel free to incorporate these asanas into maybe your daily regimen of movement when you first wake up during the day. Find a comfortable way to be in your body, whichever that looks like for you, and we're going to get started. I prefer to have my hips lifted up. So I'm currently sitting on a block, but feel free to grab a stack of books if you need to, just to keep those hips off of the ground. We are first going to start by just noticing a few breaths. You might notice the cool air as you breathe in and the warm air as you breathe out. You maybe even notice the rise and fall of your chest. Whatever it is, just allow yourself to take a few moments to be present with it without changing the breath. And next, we are going to bring into some movement with our breath. So we're going to take some sun breaths. And this looks like as we breathe in, we're going to lift our hands up, root down the sit bones, reach up, maybe even send the gaze up. And as we breathe out, we're going to bring our hands down to center. And we're going to take this about 3 more times. So we're going to breathe in, lifting the hands up overhead. As we breathe out, bring the hands back down. Breathe in, lift the hands up. And breathe out, bring the hands down. Last round, we're going to breathe in, lift the hands up. And as we breathe out, bring the hands back down. Moving into our 6 movements of the spine. We're going to allow ourselves to breathe and lift the hands up. And as we breathe out, we're going to bring that left hand down by our side. Breathe in, reach up through the right hand. And as we breathe out, we're going to lean over towards the left, rooting down in that right hip. If you would like, you can press into the earth. Turn the heart upwards and the gaze upwards. We're going to take 3 breaths in here, breathing in and breathing out. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out, relax. Maybe you've been more to the twist. Allow yourself to brighten a feeling of ease and that work here with our last breath. Next breath, we're gonna breathe in, bring that left hand up, and as we breathe out, we're gonna bring our right hand down beside us. Allow yourself to take a breath in, lift that left hand up, and as you breathe out, lean over towards the right. Remember to root down in that left hip, press into that right hand, turn the heart upwards, open up, feel the air coming in between each side rib, making a little more room to be present. Last breath, breathe in and breathe out. We're gonna breathe in, bring both hands up. And as we breathe out, we're gonna twist over towards the left. We're gonna bring our left hand behind us, our right hand to the top of the left thigh. Breathe and lengthen through the spine. And as you breathe out, deepen into the twist. Take this breath 2 more times, breathing in, lengthening, and breathing out, deepen. 1 more time, breathe and lengthen through the spine. And breathe out, gently twist. With the next breath, we're going to breathe in, lift the hands up. And as we breathe out, we're going to take this twist over on the opposite direction, allowing that left hand to come to the top of the right thigh, that right hand behind you. As you breathe and lengthen through the spine. And as you breathe out, deepen into the twist. 1 more breath, breathe in. And breathe out. Allow yourself to twist out any ideas, any thoughts that are not serving you at this moment for this practice. Last breath. Breathe in, lift the hands up. And breathe out, bring the hands down in front of you. Feel free to either flip the legs from up under you or you can roll over them. We're coming to tabletop. So if you were sitting on a block or anything, allow yourself to sit that over on the side. We're gonna allow our wrists to be underneath our shoulders. We're gonna allow our knees to be underneath our hips. So allow the wrist, elbows, and shoulders to be in alignment. Allow the hips to be right over top of the knees. Find your firm foundation here. We're going to start this off with a few rounds of cat-cows. So just allow yourself to breathe and drop the belly. Come in the cow, arch the back. And as you breathe out, tuck the tailbones, round the spine. Send the gaze back towards the pelvis. We're going to breathe in, arch the back. Send the gaze up. And as we breathe out, round the spine. Take this 3 more times, breathing in, arching the back. Breathing out, rounding the spine. Breathe in, arch the back. Breathe out, round the spine. And as we come back to center, allow yourself to take any movement that you feel like you might need. You can swirl it in the hips. You can allow the wrist to go left to right. For the next few moments, we're going to take about 2, maybe 3 breaths in child's pose. So allow yourself to take the hands, send the hips back towards the heels, send the heart down towards the earth, the forehead down towards the earth. This is child's pose. Feel free to come down here at any time that you might need. You can also bring the hands down by the side. Allow the heart, the shoulders to melt underneath the knees. 1 more breath. We're going to breathe in, come back up. We're going to take the next few moments just to find a little balance here by taking a little balance table on both sides. So feel free to take that leg, stick it back behind you. The toes can be on the ground, or if you like, you can lift those back toes up. If you feel a little arch come in the back, take it out. And you can stay here. If you would like a little more, you can bring that left hand out in front of you. Feel free to bring the palm facing inward. I'm just taking a little balance table here, taking a few breaths here. It's always good to include a few balancing poses in your practice. What this does is it balances the brain. Remember to allow the toe, that back toe, to be facing down towards the earth. You might have the urge to point it, you might have the urge to have it tilted out, but you want to activate those back hamstrings. So how you're gonna do that in your glute. So how you're gonna do that is you're gonna turn those toes downwards and allow that hamstring to activate. You can bring that side of the body back down. Feel free to take a cat-cow here. Breathe in, arch the back. Breathe out, round the spine. We're going to do this on the other side. So allow yourself to stick that left foot out. Take that right hand out in front of you. Feel free to lift the toes off the ground, but keep the toes pointed down towards the earth, activating those hamstrings, activating that core. We're doing two things. We're activating that core where our energy and our power comes from, and we're also activating both sides of the brain. Bring the hands back down. Take one round of cat-cow. Breathe in, drop the belly. Breathe out, round the spine. We're going to step our right foot up in between the legs. Then we're going to step the left foot up in between the legs. And we're going to slowly roll the body all the way up. Once we get to the top of our mat, we're going to look down at our feet. Toes can either be touching or they can be hip width distance apart. We're going to first find our footing, find our grounding in this mountain pose that we're about to do. So feel free to lift the toes up, spread them wide, and place each one of them down. Imagine the inner ankle lifting up and drawing back. Press into all four corners of the foot. Gently bend the knees, tilt the pelvis forward. Breathe in, roll the shoulders up. As you breathe out, roll the shoulders down the back. Allow the hands to be facing forward. This is a mountain pose. We're going to move into some half sun salutations, just about 2 or 3. So as you breathe in, lift the hands up. And as you breathe out, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, forward fold. One more breath. Breathe in, lift all the way up. Breathe out, bring your hands down to your heart center. That is one half salutation. We're going to do that again. As you breathe in, lift the hands up. As we breathe out, forward fold. Bring the head down towards the mat. Bring the hands down. Breathe in, halfway lift, flat back. Allow the spine to be flat. Lengthen through the top of the head. And as you breathe out, forward fold. Bring the hands down. Breathing in, lift the hands all the way up. As you breathe out, bring the hands down to the heart center. Bring the hands down by their side. So with this round, we're just gonna take a rag doll, and then we're gonna go through the sun salutation. We're gonna take a rag doll, and then we're gonna make our way back down towards the floor. Breathe in, lift your hands up. Breathe out, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, forward fold. Step the feet wide. Allow yourself to grab opposite elbows. Let the crown of the head hang down towards the earth. Just allow yourself to hang. Allow any compression that might be happening in the back, allow it to loosen up. When that feels good, drop the hands down towards your shins, halfway lift, breathe in. And breathe out, forward fold. We're going to take the hands down towards the mat, bring the feet back. Come to that tabletop. Send the hips back, child's pose. One more breath. And that feels good. Allow yourself to bring the feet in front of you. And bring the hand either down by your side or you can bring them on the body. We're preparing for Shavasana. Feel free to make your Shavasana as long or as short as you like. Allow yourself to lie down and just listen to the sound of my voice. Allow the feet to relax. Allow yourself to relax the legs. Melt the hips down into the mat. Allow the hands to relax. Melt the shoulders down. And allow the face to relax. Allow the whole body to relax. 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 Allowing yourself to soak up all the goodness from this practice, all the rest, all the movement, all the flexibility. Taking this time to slowly make your way up to a comfortable seated position. Or you can allow yourself to continue to lay down. I'm going to take one more breath in. Feel free to join me breathing in. As you breathe out, bring the hands down to either the third eye or the heart center. My name is Charles. Thank you for allowing me to guide you in this practice. Take what you need into your daily life and join me again for next time. Ashe, Namaste, Amen. Thank y'all. See you.